Howdy, folks.
Hi.
Crib Kentucky.
I'm Uncle Bill.
We're here to review some more stuff for you.
Bow down,
You excited?
Bow down.
You excited? We're continuing with the Scream Factory. We're reviewing all kinds of Scream Factory stuff. So let's take a ghouly gander at yet another slasher movie from Jamie Lee Curtis. Terror Train.
Terror
Train.
So, if people don't realize, there was a period in time back in the early 80s, late 70s, early 80s, where Jamie Lee Curtis was pretty much exclusively a scream queen. That time is now past, but back then she made Halloween.
Now she's the yogurt queen.
Yeah, Prom Night and Terror Train and all those things.
Yeah.
But now she just makes shit
I
out
think
of activity.
of all...
I mean, she literally makes shit.
Well, everybody makes shit.
Yeah, but
she makes shit out of activity, is
yeah.
what I'm saying. Yeah, that helps her shit.
It's like the stuff, except...
I want to tell you, I want to get close with you, Uncle Bill, and tell you a little secret. I don't have a problem shit. but
yeah, I already knew that.
Of all of the Jamie Lee Curtis movies, honestly, Terror Train is my least favorite as far as the horror stuff from that period. Because, okay, and we've all seen these slasher movies. They're slasher movies, but it's like nothing really happens in them. You know, it's just, okay, you might see it, get a glimpse of a knife, and you might see somebody, you know. A slasher movie needs good makeup effects, good gore sequences, and that is the big thing that I don't really think is in Terror Train that much.
No. Well,
that and David Copperfield is in it.
A lot of people have pointed this out too, that it's basically a rip-off of Halloween on a Train, and that's true because Halloween
was no Halloween. Though.
No, but Halloween didn't have a lot of gratuitous violence or anything like that in it either, and it didn't show a lot of anything, and this movie really doesn't either. Plus, if you think about it, it's kind of fucking boring.
It is kind of boring.
I mean, the film itself is just kind of drags on, and there's not a whole lot of interesting things you can do on a train. I don't know if you know that or not.
Yeah.
To film a whole movie on a fucking train.
I mean, the truth is, like, you know, slasher movies, I don't know, I think that if Jamie Lee Curtis wasn't in this movie, nobody would ever talk about it.
No.
Like,
it'd be one of those movies like the fucking Killer Nurse or something like that.
Home Sweet Home.
Yeah.
You know. Because I can name quite a few other movies, slasher movies in particular, that deserve this type of treatment that haven't gotten it. The number one being Madman, definitely. Because, okay, for one thing, regardless of whether or not you like Terror Train or not, the movie is not really filmed or made that well either. Like, it's nothing that would really lend itself for Blu-ray. It would work well in high def. And a movie like Madman is really shot amazing, shot well, and it would look great on Blu-ray. And, you know, Madman's just better.
I can't really argue with that. But to be honest with you, I don't even like Prom Night. I don't really like Prom Night or Terror Train. But
the thing is I would actually say that Prom Night deserved this treatment more than Terror Train. I mean, I'm not completely hating on Terror Train. It's a movie that I can watch. But I remember when the DVD came out, probably back, about 10 years ago or something now, I watched the DVD once. Like, I never wanted to go back and watch it.
I think we watched it together, if I recall it. But it's like, it is one of those movies like that where you just, if you see it, then normally you won't see it again.
And honestly, like, Jamie Lee Curtis, like, I remember her role isn't even that significant that much in this movie, you know. And the look of the killer as well is kind of weak. So, yeah, I don't know. Of all the Scream Factory stuff that I've seen, at least so far, Terror Train, well, there's a couple actually, but Terror Train is one of those that's like, okay, I can understand, I guess, because Jamie Lee Curtis was in it, why they did a special edition of it, but the movie itself definitely doesn't warrant a special edition, I don't think. Just my opinion.
No, but, I mean, some of those movies, too, that we don't know that lot about, like Deadly Friend and The Island and stuff like that. I mean, who knows if those warranted a special edition. That movie is probably infinitely more recognizable than those.
Probably. Yeah. But that's just giving my opinion on the movie. I'm not a huge fan of the movie, but hey, it is what it is.
I say Deadly Friend. I meant Deadly Blessing, by the way.
Oh, I can't remember.
Although Deadly Friend, now let me tell you something. Deadly Friend needs to be on fucking Blu-ray immediately.
You know something that I was hoping that Scream Factory would do, and maybe they will do, I don't know. Prince of Darkness on Blu-ray.
I think that is coming soon.
Yeah.
Somebody mentioned that.
But anyway, this one does have a decent amount of special features as well. You have the interview with production executive Don Kermode,
Hell yeah.
producer Daniel Goddick, and production designer Glenn Bodwell, baby, and composer John Mills Cockle.
Jaws. Listen, one thing about this particular movie that we talked to with the guy that did the special features, though.
Michael Sleepy. Michael Sleepy. That's what we should just call him now. Michael Sleepy. Hey, Sleepy. That's Michael Sleepy.
The main people you could get from this movie, Jamie Lee Curtis and David Copperfield, wouldn't do it. So there's really nobody you can.
They would do a convention and they would talk to the local press. But when it comes to Scream Factory and people that like would be recording something for a Blu-ray or something,
no.
Not today.
So
we just fucking referenced Dikembe Mutombo on here.
it's true.
So yeah, it also includes a theatrical trailer, TV spot, and still gallery. And also, Scream Factory, they do an amazing job, and I want to totally put them over. Of course, that's what we're doing. Reversible cover art.
Look at that.
The original cover art, or you can pick the... I don't know, I like both of them, actually. That's one of the cases where I like both of the cover arts. I think our good friend Nathan Milner did this one as well.
Yeah. So that's enough time spent talking about Terror Train, really.
Yeah. So until next time, I'm the Creepy Kentuckian.
I'm Uncle Bill.
And you've been watching and listening to the ballers and shot callers of the whole motherfucking game when it comes to Horror Talk Radio. I'm the goddamn Creepy Kentuckian.
We've already said that, but I'm Uncle Bill.
DEADPIT.com.
.com.
Alright.